Hey YouTube, A.Maze here, back again with another video. Welcome to our channel and thank you for watching. Alright y'all, so from the title, we're talking about how to communicate better. Alright, understanding is the basis of it for more reasons than we can imagine. A lot of cliches heard about communicating, so any questions you have, they may be dispelled in this series we have today, okay? Because I came up with 7 tips on managing communication, all right? It involves more than just what you say. Here we go. Number 1, allow them to be correct, okay? Needless to say, you need balance with everything, all right? So if you are currently in a relationship with someone, be it your spouse or your parent or even your child or just anybody, a co-worker, a boss, somebody who you are with all the time, but the relationship is more difficult than you would like it to be, that's one tip I have. Allowing them to be correct doesn't mean you agree with them. It just means let them be. Let them think that they're right, as long as it's not affecting anything. We'll get into that. That's another video. But I'm talking about like as far as communicating. You could say something and they insist that you're wrong. You may know what you know. They may know what they know. Who knows? The point is there's tension. There's energy you don't like between the two of you. So when you get into little scuffles or argument or disagreement, whatever the case, whatever kind of verbal communication you have that's uncomfortable and you want to deal with it better, find a way in your mind to just close your mouth and let them talk. Let them talk till they can't no more. Sometimes the key to unlocking a perpetual argument is to let that person hear themselves, right? Sometimes a person be saying stuff to us and you be thinking to yourself, do they hear themselves? Literally let them do it. If you've expressed yourself time and again and y'all still scuffle, let them talk. Just let them. And a lot of times the person ends up saying, you know what, I did sound ridiculous. But even if that don't happen, either way, you're relieving the heaviness off of you. You're relieving the heaviness off of you. You got to remind yourself that you don't deserve discomfort. Do that, okay? Remind yourself, I do not deserve discomfort. Therefore, I will not respond to absurdity. And just let them be. Okay? Moving on. Number 2, pay attention to body language. You know, even if you don't necessarily understand what it means, truth shows up in patterns. So just pay attention to the person. The first time you decide to do it, the second, the third, the fourth, you may not pick up on nothing. Okay? But you're an awakened being. You will pick up on a pattern. You know what I'm talking about. In our experience, we understand each other, but we can't always explain our experience. But in any case, when you put forth the effort of just letting go and just watching, like their interactions with you, okay, the common theme that this person displays, do they tend to do this a lot? You know, do they do this a lot? Do they roll their eye at you? Is there something you notice at a certain time that's common? All those things will help you in your investigation for understanding and clearer communication, whatever it is, okay? Now, keep in mind, guys, I'm speaking pretty loosely. You know, the advice I give you will cover a wide range of issues related to communication, okay? So your specific problem may have some tweaks and twerks that need other advice, but in general, this is the best way to cut down on stress that you're going through with a person, okay? Let's move on to number 3. Something you should remember, guys. Fear is anger's relative. Girl, what you talking about, A.Maze? Look, it's easy for us to get angry. Why? Because inherently, at the root of anger is fear. We're afraid of something. Maybe that we'll miss out on our chance to be heard, or we're worried about a result in the end, or whatever, okay? Anger is rooted in fear and worry. So if you remember this in your mind, the next time you feel the urge to get angry, use a mental cue when that emotion is coming on and you say, what is it that I'm so afraid of? Asking yourself questions helps because you're more likely to calm down. You'll wait for an answer. It gives you a chance to analyze. It gives you a chance to show yourself that, yes, I can solve problems without having the answer yet. I can do it by simply posing mental, emotional questions. All right. So give yourself a mental cue the next time you feel the urge to get angry at this person or people. Hold on, I'm jumping ahead. Wait a minute. And start by asking yourself, what is it in this situation that is causing me fear? And go from there, okay? And remember, you want to stay as far from the fear vibration as possible. Anger is tied to fear. When you are mad, there is something you are afraid of, either losing or doing or an outcome, whatever. Let's move on. Number 4, rise above your ego. Okay, that's pretty self-explanatory. Always give yourself the mental cue that I am a piece of this entire piece. Okay, I am a piece of the universe. So many infinite things occur, and I am a piece of this. So I will not allow this situation to dictate the inner strength that I am trying to attain. See, you got to give yourself mental cues through everything, okay? This journey is a step-by-step thing from moment to moment, okay? Along with controlling your anger and bringing yourself down to reasonable thought, such as, why am I afraid? You know, we got to also tell ourselves that the whole world and the whole everything is not just about us. The universe yields to us, yes, but there's more out there than just us. Once we work with the universe, instead of concentrating so much on getting the universe to just work with us, then it's easier for us to let go of what we would consider to be absurdity and madness, whatever, malcommunication you have with your loved one or your boss or whoever. It's important to you. That's why you have problems. You're angry because you're trying to get something through. But you got to also keep in mind that there's other entities trying to get stuff through. Okay, remind yourself to have a balance of speech and hearing and thought, okay, and physical sight and intuitive sight. See everything and use everything you have to see it, okay? Try that, okay? That was rise above your ego. Not that you aren't important, but just know that there are other important entities that's a part of us as well. Let's move on. Number 5. See, guys, that's why I said earlier when I was talking about number 3, I was jumping ahead because number 5 is breathe. All right. I mean, look, people tell you to calm down, breathe, calm down. I'm just letting you know. I went on Google and I'm quoting Google. It says increasing the oxygen supply to your brain stimulates the parasympathetic nervous system, which promotes a state of calmness. I'm just letting you know, when people tell you breathe, they not just saying it's just not for nothing. It really does something. It really does something. So as you breathe, think of all the reasons why you want to be calm, okay? Because for people who say, oh, breathing don't work for me, it don't work for you because you still thinking about why you're angry. The breathing helps, but you're supposed to bring yourself down. The breathing just helps, okay? It's like if you take something for a headache, okay, you got to go to sleep and eat right and do it, but that just helps. So it's the same with breathing. It helps calm your body. It tells your brain it's time to calm down. But you got to tell your brain, your mind's eye, your spirit, your soul, whoever you are, you got to tell your brain to calm down. Meaning get that anger, the amygdala, okay? You gotta break all that up, right? So that you can think properly. Breathe. But while you're doing it, think about all the reasons why you want to be calm and reasons that make you calm. Don't keep thinking, oh, this. Don't keep thinking about why you're mad. It's only going to make you even madder. And then you'll be quick to say, well, the breathing techniques don't work. No, it only works if you want them to. They help. So let's move on. Okay, number 6. Now, number 6 is a question. Impose this to yourself at any given time, whether it's during the argument, if you're reflecting, whatever works. Just ask yourself, does this person interfere? Interfere with what, A.Maze? Your personal development. Are they in any shape or form interfering with you becoming your best you? Because it's one thing to have bouts with people, but you got people who really interfere in ways that they interfere, be it psychological or emotional. Are you around a tricky person that intentionally hurts you? Intent is everything, guys. What do they want for you? Figure that out, okay? That'll help you too. Look, you got to understand as much about the other side as possible in order to communicate effectively with them, all right? Understanding doesn't always equate to compassion. Okay. You don't have to like do what's necessary for them necessarily. Okay. You just be understanding for the sake of getting through it. Right. You have to understand how they think. What's their method of thought process? Why do they feel this way? Why do they constantly argue with you? Not because you agree with them or you want to do what they want. Because if you understand their mythology, then there are ways for you to get around this argument. Okay. Do it, conduct it in a manner that's healthy for all, to the best of your ability. Okay. Always make healthy and good intentions. Stay on the side of kindness, righteousness, fairness, and love. Okay. Now, if you watch A.Maze channel, I shouldn't have to tell you that, because if you're attracted to this video, then you are attracted to fairness, kindness, goodness, justness, and love. Okay. Justice and love. Speech class. No, I'm just kidding. Last but not least, number 7, which is another question. Are they seeking? Ask yourself that. Though you guys may not communicate well, there's a lot of tension, you disagree. What kind of person are they in general? Okay. Are they seeking improvement themselves? Are they seeking their own truth? Are they righteous? Do they care for others? That'll help you understand how to deal with them. And in terms of how to deal with them, basically, some people you keep around for this reason, this person is good for that. Just because a person is good for something don't mean they're good for everything for you. You have to evaluate. There's a reason for everything. You don't have poor communication with this person for nothing. And that's only if you care enough to investigate. Because some people, depending on how you feel about them, just let them go all together. Don't even waste your time. All right. I guess that's it, y'all. I got a quote. People who do not understand you will never settle for any proof. And people who appreciate you do not need any proof. Said by Seth. All right, y'all. Bye for now.